So we're here at the premiere of Batman Ninja, and you get to play a couple of iconic Batman characters. Can you talk a little bit about how the iterations of these characters in this film are perhaps different than what the iterations that audiences have known from other Batman stories?
Absolutely. I think that's part of the joy of Batman generally is the amount of iterations that there have been. I remember as a young kid, I was in the UK in a particular cinema going to see something completely different, and I remember glancing up a flight of stairs at the top of which stood stock still this 6-foot-tall demon with pointed ears, and I was like, what is that? And it was, the marketing for Michael Keaton's Batman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it was a 6-foot cutout of him standing at the top of the set, and it was so arresting, so it took my breath away. And from that moment on, I was an absolute Batman devotee, and seeing it across the years and sort of going back and looking at it historically, I think that's part of the deliciousness of what Batman is this aesthetic sort of change. So Batman Ninja, I mean, what joy, right? I mean, I was like, what do you mean you're going to set it in feudal Japan? And they're all going to look like they're from feudal Japan. It was delightful. And when I got in the first day in the booth, they said, do you want to see some visuals? And I said, yes. And they switched them on, and I was just like, I mean, the aesthetic is absolutely remarkable. The character design, and I think what it is it very definitely honors the world of Batman as we know it and the villains, but it just gives it this wonderful new edge that I think everyone can relate to, and I think will really enjoy.
And we've been asking everyone. Obviously everyone seems very involved and invested in this film. Kind of, as you mentioned, they've been pulled into the booths. They see these visuals. They're immediately sucked in by the script. It's really magical. Is there something in your performance in this film that maybe is something that you're most proud of in regards to it?
That's well, I mean, in terms of being proud of one's performance, I mean, that's always, one doesn't want to blow one's trumpet or anything.
Of course not.
But I'm proud to be a part of it. That is for sure. I've always loved Batman, and I thought maybe one day I might get a shot at maybe playing Alfred as an older man, and suddenly as a rather younger man, I was like, oh, I get to do this now. So that was amazing, and I think there's something about the British class system, and there's something about the Japanese feudal class system there's a meshing there. So to be a part of a sort of a feudal culture from the West, and then to be able to portray it in an Eastern setting, I felt very proud to be a part of that there was a relatability, and I hope it's understood by both East and West, sort of that Alfred sort of encompasses this sort of strange working class man who deals with the up highs and sometimes with parity, and I think that there's something about being involved with that character that I think is quite special.
We've seen many iterations of Alfred where he is, been very much the man of class, the butler, pseudo father to Bruce, and then we've also seen iterations where he has served perhaps in the military previously. He's been a bodyguard for the Waynes before he takes over. I haven't had a chance to see anything beyond the trailer for this film yet. Yeah. What should we expect from the depiction of Alfred in this film? Which Alfred will we be seeing in that regard?
I think in this particular one, he's more motherly than anything else. It's quite strange. Batman has gone through a massive sort of disorienting shock in his, teleporting back to feudal Japan, and Alfred is there sort of as a caretaker, and also as a sort of a bed nurse when Batman is injured.
Oh yeah.
As well as imparting various wisdom and so on and so forth. But he's very, very caring in this.
And we've been wrapping up every interview by asking sort of a fun question. Given that this is Batman Ninja, what is or who is your favorite pop culture ninja?
Oh, my favorite pop culture ninja. Oh, that's good. Holy mackerel, now you ask me. My favorite pop culture ninja, I mean, I suppose one of them would be Uma Thurman in Kill Bill.
So that's a pretty good choice.
Yeah,
The Bride.
The Bride. I'd have to go with her. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. The nod to Bruce Lee and his yellow sort of jumpsuit and all
Yeah,
that. I think it's a lovely sort of straddling of two worlds, rather like this film. And she knocks it out of the park, doesn't she, Uma?
She certainly does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're so excited to see us. Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Man. Great to meet you.